Welcome to the Madeline Collins Podcast, where hospitality meets leadership and personal growth is always on the menu. I'm your host, Madeline Collins, and I believe that true hospitality isn't just about a warm welcome. It's about how we show up in business and in everyday life. In each episode, we'll explore the power of hospitality to transform careers, relationships, and our communities. You'll hear real stories, actionable insights, and faith-based encouragement to help you lead with excellence, serve with purpose, and grow in confidence. So whether you're a business professional or just someone who values meaningful connection, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Welcome back to the Madeline Collins Podcast, where we're rebuilding the soul of the hospitality industry. And we're doing this through leadership, training, and everyday presence. In episode 3, we explored the guest experience, what it means to create an environment where people feel seen, safe, and valued. Whether you're running a hotel, leading a front desk team, or hosting a meeting, one thing is certain. People may forget what you say, but they won't forget how you made them feel. Today, we're flipping that lens. We're talking about you, your presence, your leadership, and the power of your personal brand in hospitality. Because here's the truth. Every space you enter, you're hosting an experience, whether you realize it or not. So the question becomes, what is it like to be on the other side of you? Let's talk about it. Presence is your brand. Your personal brand isn't your resume or your LinkedIn bio. It's not your logo, your aesthetic, or your social media content. It is your tone, your energy, and your follow through. It's how you lead a shift meeting. It's how you walk into the break room. It's how you handle tension, not just when it's easy, but when it's difficult. Just like we teach in hospitality, presence is felt, it is sensed. It's not performative, it's formative. In an industry where staff turnover is high and training is inconsistent, presence is what builds trust when processes fall short. And that's your real brand. So let's build the bridge between personal branding and hospitality. In the best guest experiences, we anticipate needs, we lead with empathy, and we offer clarity, comfort, and care. But here's the question. Does your leadership presence do the same? When your team sees you walk in, do they feel safe or braced for criticism? Are your standards high, but your heart inaccessible? Is your presence consistent with the values you claim? Whether you're managing a hotel team, leading a training, or onboarding new staff, you are shaping the environment long before you ever speak. Your brand is your atmosphere. And in hospitality, we all know atmosphere is everything. Your personal brand is also more than an impression. It's an invitation. Think about it like this. Every interaction is a chance to say, you matter here. That's what great hospitality does. It makes people feel seen, respected, and supported. But here's the twist. So does great leadership. When you lead a pre-shift meeting with clarity, that's branding. When you pause to coach rather than criticize, that's branding. When you respond to pressure with poise, that's branding. And when you carry hospitality, not just deliver it, your team doesn't just perform well, they become better humans under your influence. That's the kind of brand that builds culture, not just image. Okay, so let's get practical. If you're in the business of training, leading, or influencing others, this is how your brand becomes a leadership asset. You ready? Here we go. Number 1, host the room, even if you're not in charge. Hospitality starts with ownership, not authority. Greet people, acknowledge them, Bring warmth where there's coldness. Number 2, be consistent everywhere. Whether you're coaching a team, answering emails, or talking on the floor, consistency builds trust. Randomness breeds insecurity. Hospitality, never random. It's never random. Number 3, watch yourself under pressure. Your response intention reveals more than your title ever will. So staying rooted is part of your brand, and that's what trains others to trust you. Number 4, audit the experience you create. Ask yourself, if I were on the receiving end of my leadership, how would it feel? Does your tone invite or does it intimidate? Does your presence clarify or does it confuse? And number 5, treat everyone like a guest in your brand experience. Whether it's a trainee, a vendor, or a stranger, every touch point counts. Every email, every meeting, every interaction is a moment to reflect who you are. At the heart of hospitality is one phrase: you belong here. A personal brand rooted in hospitality doesn't need a logo to say that. It says it through presence, through consistency, and through care. When you show up with emotional intelligence, your leadership feels like clarity, not chaos. When your values aren't just framed on a wall but lived out in your daily tone, you become a living invitation to lead better, to serve deeper, to raise the standard. And that's what hospitality and your brand were always meant to do. If today's episode challenged or encouraged you, send it to a colleague, a mentor, or someone you lead. And if you haven't yet, circle back to episode 3, the guest experience formula, for more on how internal leadership reflects outward service. Until next time, walk with purpose, lead with love, and let your presence speak before you ever say a word. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of the Madeline Collins Podcast. I hope you found inspiration, encouragement, and practical insights to bring more hospitality into your business, your homes, and everyday life. If you enjoyed this conversation, I'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It really helps the podcast reach more people just like you. And if something resonated with you today, share this episode with a friend or connect with me on Instagram at the Madeline Collins. I'd love to continue the conversation. For more resources and updates, you can visit MadelineCollins.com. Until next time, remember, hospitality isn't just what we do, it's who we are. So go out and make someone's day a little warmer, and I'll see you in the next episode. Talk soon.